Today we have Dr. Lynch with us, who is running a clinical trial on underage drinking and drug abuse and the consequences. And she has Brooke Whitfield along with her, who is a participant in her trial. We have a few questions for you guys. The first one is, why do teens do drugs and drink?
Well, from my experience, I think it's because of peer pressure and trying to be cool and rebelling and seeking attention for your parents. And sometimes it's from the parents seeing them drink.
Okay, what happens to your body once you start at such a young age?
Well, there's different consequences for drinking and drugs. For drugs, it's things such as all of your structures in your brain are impaired, so you can't do everyday activities as easily. It leads easier to addiction. And for alcohol, you get inbound behaviors, you get suicidal thoughts, and you become more of a dangerous person to be around.
Question 3, what are the possible consequences?
Some possible consequences of drug use and alcohol abuse is drinking and driving, which can cause harm to others. You can also get inbound behaviors, and you can get in trouble with the police or your parents, which could also go on your record.
Good. Why are weed and alcohol called the gateway drugs?
Marijuana and alcohol are called the gateway drugs because you chase for a stronger high. Once you've already drank and gotten high with marijuana so many times, you want something more, then you'll keep wanting more.
Do you think parents have any effect on early age drinking?
Yes, I do, because my grandpa drank a lot when he was in my life. And I used to sneak sips when I was in my early teens of his bourbon.
And now for our break, we would like to thank the following sponsors: Futures of Palm Beach and American Addiction Center.
Here we are in the halls of Future Palm Beach. We are a rehab facility that helps empower patients with the tools and mindset shifts that they need to be on the road to recovery. This is one of our classrooms and counselors.
Welcome to Future Palm Beach, where we do one-on-one counseling.
And this is a group counseling room for teen drug abusers.
Hello everyone, I am the group therapist for kids with hardcore addiction problems. Here they are, working.
American Addiction Centers help determine what care people need and incorporate loved ones into the process.
We support Brooke through whatever she's going through, and we especially need to be supportive during her healing process. I love her.
Sorry about that. We had to take a little break to pull Miss Whitfield back together, and as you can see, we're still working on it. But, sorry, it's a rough story. But Miss Whitfield's grandfather died last year of a liver transplant failed because he couldn't survive the transplant because it had been so long. He was so far gone since he had to wait a full year to be put on the list. So I do think alcoholism runs in the family because Miss Whitfield went right to drinking at such an early age, and her grandfather drank.
Now that we have Miss Whitfield back with us, Dr. Lynch is going to tell us some statistics on underage drinking.
There are about 1,580 drunk driving car accidents that lead to deaths each year as well. There are also about 1,269 homicides each year due to alcohol-induced decisions. Pew, 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 pew. And finally, there are about 492 suicides each year with alcohol-induced decisions as well. At the age of 15, 33% of teens have had at least one drink. And once the teens get to 18, this percentage moves up to 60%. %18 of teens binge drink.
Chug, 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 chug.
Now I'm here with Sister Holly, who is later going to tell us how the church feels on this touchy subject of alcohol and drug abuse. But for now, we're going to talk about where it's a problem, the causes of it, and who's causing it. To start out, drug abuse and underage drinking is the biggest problem and the most seen in the United States out of all the other countries. There are many causes to alcohol and drug abuse, but some of them are self-medication from like emotional pain, rebellion, peer pressure, and curiosity. Who's causing it? It's mainly your choice, but it can be heavily influenced by your family, like Brooke was with her alcoholic grandfather. And now Sister Holly is going to tell us how the church feels on this subject.
In Catechism of the Church 2288, it says that life and physical health are gifts given by God, and they need to be treated with respect and treated with care, and that our body is like a temple, and we don't need to put bad things into it.
So don't drink or do drugs.